Everybody, just gonna throw together a quick dinner tonight. Sorry, heavy one outside. Just gonna throw together a quick dinner. I have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I'm probably gonna do like an oven barbecue. Got some broccoli. And hubby picked up a can of onion baked beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. Let me turn you around. Okay, so I have some boneless, skinless thighs here, which I usually only cook leg quarters, but that would take so much longer in the oven, and tonight is just about quick and easy. So I'm paying for a little bit of, let me wash my hands, hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I forgot what I was saying, but I usually do this with thighs. I mean with leg quarters. But quick and easy. So I had to get some more Worcestershire sauce. So that's really the first thing that's going to go in here. Some Worcestershire sauce. And I usually get the Lee & Perrins, but if they have crystals, I get crystals. So Worcestershire sauce. Some Cajun seasoning, even though there's no salt in this at all. I don't even know why I bought this. I don't know how I ended up with this. I don't remember buying it. But I found it in my pantry when I was digging through my spices looking for some more seasoned salt of some kind. Still not exactly sure what all's in there. I tasted it a little bit before getting started, but I have some garlic powder. And I'm out of black pepper. So I'm going to use some red pepper flakes. And because that seasoning blend had no salt, I'm going to add salt. Okay, I have my sink running in the background because I'm about to mix this all up with hand. And whenever I'm done, I got some sweet onion Vidalia sweet baby rays. I cannot wait until I get to Missouri and get my garden planted and make my own barbecue sauce. But right now I don't have the tomatoes to do so. So I'm just going to add just a touch of this. I'm going to add more on after it's been cooking. But I'm just going to add just a few drops. With my Worcestershire sauce, my red pepper flakes, garlic powder, salt, and the Cajun blend. I'm just going to hand mix this and get everything nice and coated in there. And I have the water running in the back because I am getting all up in here. That way I can just wash my hands without getting, you know, salmonella all over everything. I had salmonella once in my life. I went to Florida. I was, 11 or 12 years old. And we went to a restaurant and I ordered a salad, a garden salad. No meat in it at all. It was summer, it was hot. I just wanted something, you know, cold. Well, the chef decided it was a great idea to cut the lettuce for the salad on the same cutting board they had used for raw chicken or raw meat of some sort. And I ended up whole vacation in bed in the hotel, throwing up for days. Came back early because I was so sick. Went to the hospital. I had salmonella poisoning, and it took me like 11 days to get over it. Like, it was the worst vacation of my life, all because I ate a garden salad. So salmonella is something I do not play with. as much as I love salad, any vegetables that I get anywhere, I wash them extra careful, even though I know you can't get salmonella from lettuce. You can if it was cut on a cutting board that raw poultry was cut on. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, I forgot to wash my hands. I went ahead and preheat my oven for 375. So my lovely husband put me some non-stick aluminum foil down on my pan. And let me turn my water back on because I'm still not done washing my hands. Now, ideally, I would have done this yesterday, and it would have been marinating in my refrigerator. But I didn't have them on hand to marinate yesterday. I just texted my husband. I was like, hey, can you check and see whatever's on sale? Pick it up. Some country style ribs, some chicken thighs, some leg quarters. And bring it home with a vegetable and a side. A fresh vegetable, because I have some canned vegetables, but I don't know, I was just kind of in the mood for, you know, like I said, broccoli, asparagus, something, anything. Well, he brought me home some broccoli. And my 19-year-old was here earlier talking about how no one at his house was cooking today and he might come by and get a plate. So I got an extra little one in there, you know, a couple extra ones because, you know, he's 19. He'll eat half of this in one sitting and not even think twice about it. So I'm going to set this to the side and then I'm going to start preparing my broccoli. Be right back. Okay, I get this more in frame here. I went ahead and put my chicken in the oven, even though I'm not completely preheated yet. It'll be all right. I put it in uncovered. I'm going to start working on this broccoli. Now, I love the stems of the broccoli, as well as the florets. So, I'm just going to keep the stems as... No, I mean, I got the hard fibrous part off, but the rest of these stems are just fine for my family. We don't mind the stems. We actually enjoy them. Alright, see those babies right there in the middle? I'm going to take some more of that stem off. That's going to be a little fibrous with those little bitty ones coming out of it, so. Chickens will love that. Alright, and I'm going to throw this back in this colander because this is what I'm cooking this in. Let me pull this larger head out. All these little pieces for the chickens. And then you just, can you even see what I'm doing? I can't tell. That's gorgeous. My oldest son never did like broccoli. He's always like, Mama, why'd you cook trees? Why you put trees on my plate? It's a little bit too much stem. like, it's not trees, son, it's broccoli. And then he went to school in pre-K, trying to tell everybody I tried to make him eat trees. That was funny at the parent-teacher conference. Oh, yeah. Just cut down the, last week, it was like, hey, we got to eat it. It came off the land. I thought it was funny. They didn't find it too funny. I'm like, it's broccoli, y'all. It's broccoli. And I was never that mother that forced him to eat his vegetables. Although I should have. But he was my first child. I didn't know no better. All right, Callie, get away from the food. Callie. The food is not yours, ma'am. She's over there smelling the broccoli. She hasn't gotten that close to it yet. I mean, she's right on the side of it. Here, I'll show you. This back in this cutting board so we can just carry it up to the chickens and scrape it to them. Now, my Magnalite pot and my colander. This is how I steam my vegetables. Okay, not the best angle, but I have the burner on. I have about 3/4 of an inch of water in the pot. I probably could have went with less, but that's what I have. And I have my broccoli. So I'm gonna let this go for about, it's probably gonna take about 7 minutes to come to a boil, maybe a little less, and then about another 3 or 4 minutes of steaming. I'll test it with a fork, and then I will show y'all what else I do with my broccoli. Pretty much all of my raw vegetables I cook the exact same way because I love the flavor that it enhances the vegetable with. So I'll just bring y'all back and show y'all. Broccoli, cauliflower, not flour. Broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus. They all pretty much get the same treatment in my home, except the steaming part. The steaming part's kind of, broccoli and cauliflower. Asparagus doesn't get this treatment. All right. Okay, well, I just checked on it, and as you see, it's pretty tender. So from here, I am going to remove this. It's been probably only about, like 8 minutes? So my water is about to get dumped. I'm going to leave my burner on medium. Oh. Of course, hubby wants to step in and do this. And while he's doing that, y'all are going to hear me over here getting the few ingredients out of the refrigerator. So, while my burner is still on, it's like on 4.5. I go, let's see, I have an 8, a notch, and then high. So I have it on like 4.5, so it's like not quite to medium. One of my good old trusty wooden spoons. And I'm going to take a generous amount of butter. In the same pot I just dumped the water out of. so it's still nice and warm from the fire. Now, I am out of black pepper, but I have this little camping spice thing that I have, and it's got a black pepper on it. So I'm going to use black pepper because I prefer black pepper on my vegetables. A generous amount of black pepper. And then ooh, if I can get it open. I have my minced garlic. And because I'm all out of fresh garlic right now, I'm using minced. Nice little heaping teaspoon. Excuse me. Black pepper. And then I'm going to take a couple of spoons of juice. Oh, excuse me. Let me pause this. Okay, the black pepper caused the coughs to come out for a minute there instead of the sneezes. So we'll kind of give this a little mix around. And I'm going to salt this up. Probably, I don't know, about a half a teaspoon. And I'm going to add the broccoli back in. As soon as all my butter's melted, which it is, I'm going to turn off my fire. I'm going to stir this around in my butter, garlic, pepper concoction. I'm going to cover it and just leave it on the warm burner. Well, usually I would just leave it on the warm burner. I need that burner. So I'm going to heat up another burner for a moment so that I can put it on a warm burner. And I will start on my canned baked beans. Okay, so I heated up my other burner, moved my broccoli over there. After I turn the fire back off, I'm going to put this burner on about a 7. I have my 28-ounce can of Bush's baked beans. Get that in there. The serving spoon that came with my dishes. Now this is the onion with bacon, brown sugar, and onion. So I'm out of dark brown sugar, but I do have some light brown sugar. So I'm going to grab a spoon. So I'm going to put in probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. I don't really measure. Humidity, y'all. Humidity. Brand new brown sugar. Humidity. I don't care what anybody says about humidity. The South, all this swampland, whew, we got some humidity. Mustard, brown sugar. I guess what, about that much should do it. And I'll stir it up and see what it looks like. just a little bit. Can I get some black pepper out of here? My little camping. It's got black pepper, salt, paprika, curry, cayenne, garlic salt, which I absolutely hate garlic salt, which is why it's never been opened. That one's never been opened. Oh, just a little thing you throw in the camping instead of grabbing all kind of spices. I had to pull it out. Pull it out of, you know, storage, basically. Like our storage. When I realized I was out of pepper earlier, I was like, oh, I know where I got some. Put that one right there. And move this back. And we're gonna check on the chicken. Oh yeah, that smells so good. I got it, baby. I'm just gonna set it right there so I can put some barbecue sauce on it. Shut the oven. Okay, I had to readjust out a little bit. I got the chicken out, got the paintbrush, got the barbecue sauce. Put a little bit in a bowl already so I don't contaminate the whole bottle. I'm gonna add just a touch of mustard to this. Just a touch. And I'm just going to brush these pieces with the barbecue sauce. All right, open my oven. Put my chicken back in. Come back over here. Abby told me where the lid was. Put none on there. Turn this off. Broccoli's off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oven off on my chicken because it is technically done. I just need it to get the barbecue sauce on it royal, and I'll bring you back and let you look at our plates. Okay. The chicken's out of the oven. Y'all, this whole thing probably took about 35 minutes. Hubby's making plates. I just want to show y'all one plate done, so.
trees.
Yeah, the trees. Yeah, you might need a bigger spoon, baby.
Yep.
Now, not bad for like a 25, 30-minute meal. All right. Love you guys. Bye.